Hello everybody, and welcome to another weekend where things haven't gone to plan. I was planning to go down to the estuaries and coast in Suffolk to go to Pin Mill and Shingle Street to do a weekend's worth of photography, but unfortunately thousands of idiot motorists clogging up the roads to try and get that extra litre of fuel into their tanks and filling their baths up has put a kibosh to that. And then we realised that even the local fuel stations in the local villages have run out and they've got queues. It's put pay to me even going and taking the car to local places because I need to make sure I've got enough fuel to get my children to college next week, which is a 60-mile round trip each day. So here I am in my local area, an area which I love, but struggle with compositions because, well, let's just do a turn around here. It's flat. And on a day like today, where the sky is particularly uninteresting, well, my landscape opportunities are few and far between. At least I've got out. So I've come out today with my trinity of lenses. I have my, oh, I'm getting hot. I've got my 12 to 40 2.8, my 40 to 150 2.8, and my 60mm macro. I brought the macro specifically with the idea of getting detail shots. That's a silly thing to say, really. I suppose anyone that understands what macro is in the world of photography will understand probably why I've got that. But specifically I've got that because I don't expect to be using the 12 to 40 lens, because I don't really need any wide shots of flat fields, and where I'm going I don't expect to get much more than that. It's also worth pointing out that I have brought my 2x teleconverter, which will convert the 40 to 150 into an 80 to 300, which on my Micro Four Thirds system ends up with a full frame equivalent of 600. And where I'm heading is a nature reserve, and a couple of the points on this reserve I can get down to the water's edge and just sit there and wait for a bit of wildlife to pop its head into frame. So I am hoping that I can get some bird shots today, but who knows. Rain when I came out, and now it's bright sun, but against quite a nice dark sky. And first time I got the camera out, well, I haven't got the camera out yet, I'm going to get the camera out, and the only subject I found is the typical Norfolk Broads shot. It's probably going to work quite nicely. I will stick the long lens on, get reasonably close to it and see what I can do. I did want to, as I say, shoot some birds over the Broad over there, but there's only a couple of places I can get close to it, and it's full of people and teenagers splashing around in the water. So yeah, that went by the by as well. So first time getting the camera out, I'll have to see what happens now. This, I'm afraid, is a nothing shot. F9, 640 of a second, 200 ISO. bit of colour in it, but little or else. I find it so disappointing when I come out for some landscape photography or come out with an idea in my head of trying something and being kiboshed by, in this case, people being there. Of course, they've got a right to be there. I'm stuck shooting flat again. I could look for detail, but the light is so direct and harsh now. Although, I mean, it's getting on. What's the time? It's 4:30, so yeah, we're beginning to get colour in the sky now as the sun begins to dip. But at the minute, it's still an uninteresting sky, and there's just nothing here that is grabbing my attention. As much as I've come out and I've enjoyed the walk, I do feel that this is a total failure to get any photos that I would be at all happy with. And I'm not happy with that. I'm going to put it on the screen because I've taken it and you've seen me take it. Here it comes, and it's the first and only picture of the day. I said this in the last video, the first picture is the only picture of the day until you take the second picture. But here and now I don't know what else I'm going to get, so it might be the last one. Who knows? Well, as you can hear, I was quite despondent at this time. My entire weekend plans had already gone to pot, and yeah, the day wasn't going terribly well either. But yeah, when all's said and done, yeah, after a bit of editing, it's not a bad shot. I wouldn't hang it on the wall, but yeah, it's not bad. And thankfully, things were about to get better. Okay, I should absolutely stop moaning and feeling glum and sorry for myself. That's a much better shot. I've got some framing. Okay, I don't have the cap of the mill set against the trees behind it. Not at this height anyway. But beggars can't be choosers. I could put the drone up a little, but then I'd lose the framing. I'm going to shoot this instead through this little bush and tree aperture here, and that's going to be a much better shot. So if you've already seen the shot that I really didn't want to put up, this is better. This has got to be better because that was awful. I just felt the pressure of taking a shot. No, however, I probably wouldn't have felt the pressure in taking the shot if I hadn't been making a video to put on YouTube. And this, I think, I'll probably shoot with the wide because I won't get the framing otherwise. And I don't even need to put my camera bag on the ground this time. Wonderful. Let's see what we get. Got to get in front of this cow parsley. Or do I? Actually, if I keep the cow parsley in the shot, I think that might work actually. Right, we are shooting this at a open aperture f3.5. We've got this cow parsley in the way here. Let's just pour this up on a video. So we've got this cow parsley in the way here, which is not going to be in focus. Should be a nice blur. I hope you like this one. I really rather enjoyed taking that one. Let us know in the comments. Well, I kind of arrived here in a particular spot, I suppose, hour, maybe slightly longer ago. Certainly an hour. And I've been stuck here since. I just did, well, not very much really. I had a chat with somebody that was walking past, and we've got some colour. And I'm so pleased I didn't continue walking down there. It was as beautiful as it is. it's effectively the loop on the way home, and unless I was to follow the same path that I came down, it's through fields, and as I've said many times, it's flat. These man-made objects, which tend to make the Norfolk Broads relatively interesting. God, no, it's not relatively interesting. The Norfolk Broads is a beautiful, beautiful place. I'm just stuck in my mind that it's difficult to get good shots of the natural environment because the natural environment is flat. So we rely on structures because there are no hills, and we rely on great skies, and that's what's kind of building here. The sun should dip somewhere behind the mill over here in, I don't know, probably another 40 minutes or so, but the colour's coming. You can see there's some nice yellow tones up there, some pinky tones as it comes back down, and there's some pinky tones behind us as well. This is one of my favourite sections of the river. It's so quiet for river traffic because most traffic can't get under a very low bridge a mile or so that way, and the water is clear and beautifully reflective, and you get this wonderful sunset behind Somerton Mill here. I do like this particular spot, and it's within walking distance of home, so it's a real bonus. Well, at the risk of missing the sunset, and it's behind a cloud bank now, what I noticed while I was kind of waiting for the sun to go down was a few pretty much perfect dandelion clocks here, and I thought, sun's there, it's lighting them nicely, got quite a nice orange glow on them. Let's give it a go. So I've got the macro lens out, and I've been sitting here for, I suppose, 10-15 minutes, just playing with these clocks. There's a tiny bit of wind, and as the light's gone, obviously I've lost shutter speed. I'm trying to keep this at around f8, and that's now only given me a 13th of a second. But when they stop moving, that's the real opportunity to get a nice detailed shot of these. So I've got quite a few. I don't obviously know what they're all like because knowing whether you really got focus on a small screen like this is a little awkward when you're working with such narrow focus. I feel there's got to be something in there somewhere. On some of them I've got this wonderful orange orb of the sun as it's literally kind of coming at the back of the shot. I do hope they come out, and well, anyway, here's a 1, 2, I don't know how many shots I'm going to be able to put up here. I hope you enjoy them. I've immensely enjoyed getting down on the floor and taking these, and I hope you share in that enjoyment. The sun isn't going down where I thought it was going to. I thought the sun was going to go down further over there, but no, it's over there, which probably means I should be on the other side of the river, but yeah. Anyway, what I do have is quite a nice composition over my head. I'm in the wrong place for this. I've shot a few of these already, so yeah, but it's kind of up here. I got waylaid talking to somebody. It's unlike me. I don't normally talk to somebody. I I think there's something wrong with me. Normally I don't talk to anybody, but I'm going soft. Anyway, yeah, I'm kind of up here, and I've got three elements in these shots. I've got, let's put this on recording. So I've got three elements on these shots. I've got the speed sign, I've got the roof of this little boathouse, and I've got the mill. I'm pointing down, so I need to come back a bit actually. I'm pointing down so I get, yeah, I need to take you back as well, don't I? There you go, that's better, probably. Who knows? Right, so, yeah, I'm pointing down so I get the anchor point of the speed sign as well. I've got the horizon on the third. This might not work because I've only got an sixth of a second. I'm going to raise the ISO because if I don't, I'm going to lose this. I'm losing light fast as well. Hold on, I'm going to change the aperture, not the aperture, the thing on this camera. Okay, so. Yeah, I didn't change the ISO on this, stupid. Right, 500 on here. That's giving me a 15th of a second. No, I don't want a 15th of a second. F6.3, even that, I don't know. F7.1 I'm going to go with, and I'm going to take this to 800. I'm going to have to come over here to get these elements in. I'm going to underexpose ever so slightly. It's still getting a 40th of a bloody second. Oh dear, I don't like this. But the sky's relatively interesting. I need to slightly underexpose it to get the sky in. I daren't do multiple exposures up here because I can't hold it steady enough. That sunset's looking awesome, but it's behind a bush and I can't get it now. Oh well. I might put the drone up in a second. There's got to be something in those. As the sun went down on the day and I was flying the drone around, I thought about just how much I actually had enjoyed the day, and I do hope you're enjoying the video of it as well. Don't forget to click the like button. On the way back I managed to get to Norfolk Broads where the teenagers had been earlier, and I got some lovely shots across the water. Stick around for those. Down the cam again. I should never moan about living here. Well, I don't moan about living here, I moan about photography here. But I shouldn't. I should embrace the area. I should know full well when I can and can't go out to get great images. And if you take anything at all from this video, and I hope you do, the one thing I want you to take is there's something in your local environment, whether it's a rural setting like this or a city setting, that is worth going out and just enjoying. I wish I remembered that more about this. I realise the light has gone totally on this now. I don't know whether or not I'm going to be able to recover this footage in post-production, but I hope I do, and I hope you've enjoyed this, and thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.